Hey guys, and welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. My name is Ronnie, and today we're doing another top 10 video. You all seem to have liked the last one, which was my top 10 suits we need in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Currently working on a bonus top 10 suits for that video, by the way. We're already approaching the 11,000 views mark, and the views keep coming in. And I want to thank all of you for checking out that video. I worked really hard on it, and I had a lot of fun doing it. This time, we're doing a top 10 superpowers in comics. So before I continue on, be sure to grab that subscribe button, like, and click on bell notifications so you all can be notified when my latest videos are uploaded. I try to post videos on a daily, and I do live streams at least twice a week, which is on Tuesdays and Sundays, 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Lastly, join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below. It's one of the reasons why I made this top 10 video in the first place, all because of a poll you guys voted on. So I dedicate this video to you, my Discord family. Without further ado, let's start with number 1, Heat Vision. Heat Vision is just one of those superpowers you'd often see in a Superman-like character, and a perfect example of that is the big blue Boy Scout himself, Superman. Arguably one of the most common but popular superpowers to have, Heat Vision gives you the ability to shoot red lasers out of your eyes, heating and melting anything in your path. Heat Vision can be used in several creative ways. For this, we'll use Superman as an example. Heat Vision can range from something so devastating and destructive in power to something as complicated yet unnoticeable as an invisible lobotomy. How's that for Heat Vision? They're not just laser eyes, people. You can get as creative as possible with this superpower. Number 9, Super Strength. Super Strength is also one of the most popular and my most personal favorite superpower in comics. It's one of the most common powers found in most comic books. The thing is, super strength varies depending on the character. So not only Superman has displayed incredible feats of super strength, there's Spider-Man, who can lift 12.5 tons, but under extreme conditions he's proven to lift up to 100 to 300 tons, which is a form of super strength. The Hulk possesses unlimited super strength, but can easily lift 100 tons at his calmest state. This is why super strength is on the list. Almost all of your favorite characters have this superpower. Number 8, Invisibility. I think all of us dreamt of being able to turn invisible at one point, and for altruistic reasons, of course. I mean, you're all good people, so you wouldn't use invisibility for perverted reasons, right? But invisibility is just one of those superpowers that sounds like it belongs to a lone wolf, pariah type of character. Arguably one of the most popular characters to wield this kind of power is the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four. It's not her only superpower. She can even create invisible force fields, project invisible energy, and she can even manipulate objects. It'd be a real cool power to have, especially for espionage type of work. For those of you who are thinking about using this power for perverted reasons, get your mind out of the gutter, please. Number 7, Elasticity. The ability to stretch is quite the superpower, and it can be proven to be useful. It's an ability often used in comics from the likes of people like Mr. Fantastic, Elongated Man, Plastic Man, and Ms. Marvel, to name a few. Of course, it depends on who's using these superpowers. The abilities can be different. Some of these characters who possess the ability to stretch their limbs can use these stretching abilities to shapeshift, enlarge limbs, grow, and cause some serious damage with its abilities. What are your thoughts? Do you think elasticity is a great superpower, or is it a bit of a stretch? Number 6, Multiplicity. The ability to multiply is one of those superpowers people wish they could have. At least for most people aren't even twins, because being a twin or a triplet is as close as you're going to get to having the multiplicity ability. Just think about how you can use this superpower. You can use this power to ditch school, send off one of your multiple lackeys to go to school for you, use it to send one of your lackeys to go to work. Very effective in fights too. I don't know, I just think having this ability could be a lot of fun. A good example of a Marvel character with this ability is my personal favorite, and that's Jamie Modrix. His ability isn't only being able to duplicate himself, as he likes to call them, dupes. See, every time he duplicates, the duplicate takes on his own individuality. They're even able to start their own lives if they wanted to. The original Modrix is telekinetically linked with all of his dupes. So let's say if one were to get lost, the original can find him if he were to concentrate, that is. And I feel like twins, triplets, or quadruplets have some form of telekinetic ability with their twin brothers or sisters, albeit a small variation of telekinetic abilities. I just think it's one of the coolest abilities out there. Number 5, Pyrogenesis. You have to admit that the ability to create and control fire is pretty awesome, and it can be quite useful as well. Plus, it just looks cool to go up in flames. You can get really creative with this ability, and a perfect example of this ability is that none other than Johnny Storm. Johnny's external surface, including his skin, hair, and eyes, is covered with a microscopic layer of fireproofing plates, making him completely immune to fire damage. Johnny can either emit flames from part or all over his skin, and he can even fly by projecting himself using his flames, kind of like a rocket. This is why Pyrogenesis is on the list. Number 4. Super Speed. Okay, I admit, this superpower comes to my close second favorite superpower. Super Speed is a very popular superpower to have. You can do so much with it. In the case of the Flash, arguably the most popular superhero with this superpower, the Flash has the ability to achieve superhuman speed. His power also gives him various other effects, which are attributed to his ability to control the slowness of molecular vibrations, including his ability to vibrate at high speeds to pass through objects, and he can even time travel thanks to having access to the Speed Force. Having super speed isn't just having the ability to run super fast. This superpower can be quite dangerous, and if this ability is granted to the wrong person, it can be proven very lethal, which is why I consider super speed a god level ability. Number 3. Telekinesis. Telekinesis is just one of those superpowers you'd love to have. Being able to move objects with your mind can prove quite useful in certain situations and can always make you a formidable opponent in a fight. In the case of Jean Grey, who's an Omega level type of mutant to be amongst the most powerful telepaths, telekinetics, she's also one with the Phoenix Force. Just think about it, being able to manipulate objects with a thought sounds pretty intimidating on paper, and Jean Grey is a perfect example of such power, and certainly someone with this ability isn't someone to trifle with. Number 2. Time travel. Okay, I know I used this as an example when I was talking about super speed, but for the sake of this video, time travel and super speed are two entirely different abilities. Time travel is so popular and really important in the scope of the greatest superpowers we've done so far in this top 10. Just having the ability to time travel has always fascinated us. If only we can achieve such a feat, who knows how we'd end up using this ability. There are plenty of characters in comics, TV shows, movies, and books with this ability that it's hard to exactly pinpoint one particular character because so many fictional characters have this power. I mean, it's been written about, filmed, studied, and some of the greatest movies of all time are about time traveling. The Flash and Cable are perfect examples of time traveling characters. In the case of Cable, for example, who is the son of Scott Summers and Madeline Pryor, Cable travels back in time from his dystopian future to the present to prevent a series of events that would eventually lead to his awful future. There's no denying that Cable has a great superpower. Number 1. Reality warping. Okay, this is number 1 for a good reason. Even though super strength is my personal favorite superpower, reality warping takes the cake. Reality warping does exactly what you think it does. It allows the user to bend and create all of reality in a way that best suits them. Honestly, no one should have this kind of power. It's really scary if you think about it. Can you imagine if this ability was granted to the wrong person? I can't think of a more perfect example than that of House of M. House of M saw Wanda Maximoff warped the very fabric of reality of the Earth and reshaped a new reality to her liking. By the end of the story, Wanda had lost control, and it wasn't without consequence. The end result of Wanda's action caused the mutant population to drop from millions to only a few hundred. Again, reality warping is a scary and dangerous ability to have. However, that doesn't detract from how incredibly powerful reality warping is, which is why it's my number 1 on my list of top 10 greatest superpowers in comics. So that's pretty much my list of top 10 superpowers in comics. Didn't see a superpower you'd like to see make it to the list? Comment down below which superpower you thought should have made it to my top 10 list and why. Please do so respectfully. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos like this, as I've got plenty of videos like this in the works. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. And as always, I'll see you all in the next comic panel.